So the question is fibromyalgia and CBD oil, how do those sync? Again, I just had this conversation with a patient not long ago, like today. And so I've spent a time over the years going to different seminars. One of the seminars that I attend probably every couple of years is a seminar in which inflammation is the topic. And in that seminar, this particular presenter has a section where he does meta-analyses. In other words, he studies everything that is written, every research paper that there is on natural anti-inflammatories, because I go to seminars where the primary mode of treatment is non-medical. And so, and he's a very well-regarded researcher. He's at Harvard. He's in their department on autoimmunity and Hashimoto's, and so his work is very credible. So part of dampening autoimmune thyroid disease is handling one of about 4 pathways, and one of the major pathways is the inflammatory pathway. And so he does a section on that includes which are the best natural approaches to dampen inflammatory processes in the body. So it used to be turmeric was number 1, resveratrol was number 2, omegas. Omega fish oils were number 3, and there's a lot more, but it kind of dropped way off after that as far as their effectiveness relative to calming down general immune inflammation. And then CBD oil kind of showed up on the list about 4 or 5 years ago as number 4, and now the last time I went, and this is according to the ongoing evaluation of all of the data that's coming out on CBD oil, literally from all of the journals all over the world. And CBD oil is now on top. It's now on top as far as being the best anti-inflammatory for general bodily inflammation. And this is why it can help with anxiety. This is why it can help with post-concussion syndrome. This is why it can help with autoimmunity, because it can generally dampen inflammatory responses without you having the side effects of like a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory. So it's something I've come to use. I'm not into having a little bit of THC in there. That's a whole nother animal for another time. But I found it to be effective, and that's there's not a whole lot more to say about it. It is a really top-rated anti-inflammatory for the use in general inflammatory processes and inflammatory processes relative to Hashimoto's, relative to any autoimmune problem. I mean, what do you do other than Hashimoto's when you go to a medical doctor? What do they do? Sorry, medical doctors. What do? They give you a steroid, because that's what the medical model is. What does a steroid do? It brings down inflammation like crazy, okay? And so to a degree, maybe not to that degree, but to a degree, the CBD oils do the same thing, and they do that. So just to answer that question, it has a place in treating autoimmune thyroid disease.